So, did y'all ever have an experience in grade school, right? Like Valentine's Day, and you handing out Valentine's Day cards, right? Mm-hmm. And you got this one person you like, I'm gonna make your Valentine's Day special, right? I'm just my story, right? Do what I like. I'm gonna make your Valentine's Day real special. I put extra hearts. You got 2 suckers in your little Valentine's. Yeah, and I gave this boy my Valentine's Day card with a little note, and it was like, no. The rejection.
Oh,
y'all, the rejection. That, like, it's funny though, but like as a kid,
yeah,
that messed me up. You know, like rejection, because I feel like for women, we don't talk about rejection for women too much. We mostly talk about rejection from men, because men, we're the chase. That's just typically how it goes.
That's true.
But seeing rejection or dealing with rejection as a woman, like, it really messes with your self-esteem.
Yeah, that's true.
It really messes with your self-esteem. I feel like I went my whole childhood in my hometown, and every person I shot my shot at, which wasn't a few, but there were like 2 guys that I was really into, and I'm folding my note up. It's shaped like a triangle.
Yes.
About, to, from, you know how we used to do. You do your little fortune. You know how we used to do.
Wait, so did y'all used to, girl, we used to put from to, like you said, or whatever, but we used to put the song playing right now, the song...
Yo,
mood right now, thinking about you. Girl, I haven't thought about that in some years. That's so funny.
Like, hey, what's up or down? And you're writing up, going up, and down, going down. Like, yeah. But I would, and this is just grade school. This is junior high. The little dances come around. And it was like, you look too much like your brother. I'm like, really?
Girl.
Like, that's what I got from basically every guy in my town. Was like, you look like your brother. Like, I'm not interested.
That's crazy.
What is that supposed to be?
I look like a man, I guess. I don't know. But I do look like my brother.
Yeah.
But I also grew up in a small town where there weren't a lot of black people, so we were a unit. You know what I mean? So a lot of people looked at my brother as, this my bro. You know what I mean? And my bro was little, I don't know, I'm assuming. But you know what's crazy though? It's like, I feel like Mike Jones.
Who?
Back then they didn't want me.
Hey. Nah. For real.
Let's talk about like the rejection as women, because I feel like it hits deeper for us. It creates insecurities.
Yeah.
It'll just change. It'll change your whole mental state, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely does. I feel personally like the reason maybe we as women or we as individuals have a problem with rejection stems from childhood. And I mean like before toddlers, maybe when you're first starting to learn things. And I don't know about any other community, but in the black community, when your child finally picks up his cup or eats a snack with a hand, what do? You clap and you praise them. Yay! It's that instant gratification. And sooner or later, your child correlates to anything I do, I get clapped and praised for it, so I do more things. But as you get older, the claps stop.
Mm.
You're doing things for the acceptance. And when you don't get that, it's like, what am I doing wrong? So then you create this unbalanced relationship with acceptance and rejection. And I feel like that's where it stems from. But it definitely is developed and like it's streamed along in society. Because as you said before, women are the chase, but we're also supposed to be these certain things. And when you're not a homemaker, when you're not a chef, when you don't know how to grow a garden, when you don't know how to clean your home, it's like men are thinking, well, what are you? I don't want you. But that's not the case. society has changed, and my worth is not dependent upon how much I know in the kitchen. My worth is not dependent upon if I can place this eyelash on correctly. My worth is not dependent upon how many children I can bear for you, or if I have childbearing hips. My worth is dependent upon the person I am. Yeah. And that's what we have to remember as women to help each other.
And I feel like what you were talking about with it kind of speaks to the unconscious things when you're raising kids, because I gotta speak, here for the parents because I'm the only one that's a parent. But it's tough when you're raising a kid. This is why, y'all, before you have kids, like, these are the conversations that you need to like actually listening to prior to having kids, because it's more than just having a kid. It's having a kid and understanding these parts that y'all have to be able to be like, okay, what's going on? What's to it? Because it's, girl, I don't even know how to explain it. It's deeper on this part because of there's no guide to raising kids.
Right.
And this is the stuff that kind of gets, unfortunately, like, lagged on. It's because it's like, you got other stuff to worry about, right? Worldly stuff, so I just want to speak up, like, as far as the parents, it's like, it's hard. I don't know, to cover all bases when it comes to, especially, and to mental health, like a lot of the stuff, you have to be.
Oh, I'm not bad.
No, go ahead.
I saw this woman, a black woman, and she was like, I understand as far as praising that I shouldn't praise my child for everything. However, I am a black woman raising a black man in a society where he will not be accepted. So I'm going to praise him for everything because I do want to show him that everything he does good is a great thing, no matter what it is. And see, the thing is, in my opinion, the problem is we stop the claps. So she's saying she's going to continue the claps.
Yeah.
I graduated pre-K. I'm going to clap for my baby. I'm going to scream for my baby because some children don't. And even if all children do, I want my baby to know that I am proud of them no matter what it is they are doing. So I feel like maybe that would help the unbalance as far as rejection and acceptance or whatever.
Yeah.
Especially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think my mind being a parent didn't even go automatically to like childhood with rejection. Like I was telling you, I couldn't even come up with really an idea of rejection and a story of when it happened to me. But my mind didn't even go to childhood because it was just like, I think my parent brain understands now that like parents tried, I just in my head be thinking, they tried because of me. I'm clapping for my kid. Sometimes I don't think about times I don't, like you said, but I'm also thinking about other stuff, how their birthday's coming up. I'm thinking about how big I'm gonna do that, what I'm saying. I might not have clapped right here, and some kids can't take that, and some don't even notice it. And I've learned even as a parent that I'm over trying sometimes to heal wounds that for a child that happened to me that didn't even happen to them. You know what I'm saying? So parenting is like kind of odd when it comes to, like you said, the balance of remembering to clap, like you said. And then there's sometimes where claps don't even work. Little Day gonna be bad regardless. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because some of the worst kids, you go home and the mother's not even like that. Mama educated, well, elegant lady, and he cutting up in school, But like you said, the balance, for sure. Rejection is just a hard thing. And like you said, it can form a kid to be a parent or adult that feels rejected, or just break it, a broken person.
See, and then I think rejection it can come from so many ways. It can come from not getting the job you wanted, or putting in an offer for a home and they're declining your offer. Just like the fact of someone saying no, it doesn't work, or you can't do this. It'll bother people. It just, the word no.
It does.
And we're so persistent on saying like, you need to tell people no. Like, but it just, I don't know, when it happens to you, it's like it can ruin your whole day. Just And it could be the smallest rejection, you know? Like, I could apply for a credit card and they're like, you know, no. Not that I don't, you know, got that problem. But, you know, like, dang, I really had this thing that I wanted to do and I was so excited about doing it. And now I'm being told no. Like, now, damn, like.
I also feel like, comes to rejection and being told no, like, we don't really tell people how, again, we just don't educate people on how to deal with it that aren't so positive. Because I hear all the time, just keep on trying, especially if it's something you want to go after. You keep on trying, but you don't tell the person how to deal with the in-between, the trying part. Like, it's okay to be rejected. Sometimes you're rejected for a purpose. Maybe you have to build something better. Maybe you have to plan better. Maybe this isn't for you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We just have to do better as a society, in my opinion, with the rejection in general. Like, being rejected is okay. Figure out where you go afterwards.
Yeah. What's next?
Yeah. That's so true.
That's what we say. Okay, well, that didn't work out, so what's next? You know what I mean? Like,
because it's always something next. There's always something next. And what's so crazy is it hasn't been one time that a no didn't make a yes for me later. Like, it has not been one time yet that it's like, no now, yes it's later. And I'm like, okay, you know, this is why this didn't work out. Like, every time you have to really trust the process. Rejection sometimes, I'm glad you brought up the positive side too, because that's why I was saying, like, I don't have a real negative story of rejection, but it's a positive side sometimes that it works, honey. Girl, like, because like you said with the DMs and everything, DMs be coming now more than ever, and it be like,
you don't never want the 4-eyed girl with the crooked teeth and, you know what I mean?
Hold on. No. And you know what? And it's more like, not even, I know you, so I know, you know, like, I don't even clown like people like that or anything. I say things like, I'm not interested in my past anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's like, you didn't even see, you know, for me, it's deeper than that. You didn't see me. You didn't even see my worth then. And you're coming around, you're trying to circle around when I'm in my glow and I'm in my bag now, you know, and stuff like that. And it's just, that to me, that's a humble way of just saying, like, leave me alone. But it's really, I'm not interested in my past.
Baby, you are unopened. You didn't even, look what you did to my letter. Like, you probably
I'm weak.
Opening your message. Where's my note? I spent 3 days.
Yeah, I'm weak.
When you say he's somewhere it hurts, honey, I'm not interested in my past, I'll be like, oh God, wait.
Yeah, no, I felt that.
Yeah. I don't know how it sounds receiving it on the receiving end, but it's just like, to me, I just felt like, what's a nice way of saying it, but saying it like, you're trying to use, 9 times out of 10 they try to use your past to be the reason to reel you in. When you knew that wasn't even, you knew that I was taking less than, you know that I should have walked away. You know, you have things that you're trying to apologize for and try to get me to involve myself again and trust again. When you know, and a lot of the times it be people that have done stuff that they know should be no coming back from.
Yeah.
That they know, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the reason why they feel like they can come around again. It's the audacity. I be telling people, I wish I had just a piece of audacity that some of these people have. Like, I'll jump in everybody's DMs then. I'm shooting long shots for business now. Like, you know, because if you could just jump in my DM and think that after you treated me any kind of way, I'm going to humbly decline every time.
I'm not acknowledging.
Yeah.
I'm not acknowledging.
I feel like rejection like lured over my whole childhood. Like, I was rejected because I was typically the only black girl in my classrooms. I was rejected. I taller than everyone. I was bigger than everyone. And then even in my group of black friends, or some black friends, I was the smartest one. So it was like, And then sometimes they were like, you're too white. And I was like, what in the world can I do to just to be accepted or whatever?
Yeah.
And I did to be accepted was just be me. Like, and then I realized, and then I got people, well, I didn't realize you were like this, or I didn't realize you were this nice. I didn't realize you were this funny. I didn't realize you were... Baby, that's because you was too busy judging. That's because you was too busy trying to reject me to be accepted by someone else. That's what that was. And you can have that. Like Alexa said, I'm not interested in my past, baby. Thank you.
Yeah, girl. And no shade, no tea. I'm not bitter. None of that. But what do I look like?
You had the opportunity to be in my presence, and you slept on me.
Yeah.
You cannot come around what I'm doing now. Yeah. You had the opportunity. I wanted to be a part of your life.
Yes. And girl, and I think...
recognize me.
Girl. And also, I think that, like, I speak on so many times about how I was, very mean growing up and things. I was never... like a bully. I was never no one didn't deserve it, I should say. You know what I'm saying? I just was like very like harsh person when they did do something to me. But I think like good people, just don't deserve the reaching back out and thinking you're going to get anything from you. As far as, you know what I'm saying? When you do something wrong to someone, it should be coming with the understanding of the person might not forgive you. Or they might not think that it deserves a conversation, or that comes with being, treating people wrong. Mm-hmm. It comes with it. Yeah. People could not watch my podcast today for something I did in high school. And if that's what you choose to do, you know what I'm saying? Understandable. But I think that's just what comes with the other side of, treating people wrong.
Right.
Gotta understand.
Or not even appreciating the people that are in your life. Because for me, that's what it is. When I went through my divorce and I moved into my apartment, literally less than 5 people have been to my apartment to say, hey girl, let's hang out. Hey girl, let's chill. After I've sent multiple invites. And Romanes, we've known each other, 2 years now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're one of those people that's less than 5. If you did not recognize me in the last few moments where I'm at now, you're not getting an invite when I move to Atlanta. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point? And that, for me, that was the worst part of my divorce. It wasn't the relationship part. It was all the people. My life changed. Everything changed in my life. I literally became alone. And I would say that all the time to Romanes, like, I'm alone. And she's like, no, you're not. Like, you got people. And I'm like, no, I'm alone, my nigga. I am alone. And I still feel like that, I'm just okay with it now. I know that there's people, if I know I can call you Romanes, like, girl, I need you, and you gonna pull up, you know what I mean? And I know there's certain people that I can call, but I am alone. And I'm going to continue to be alone because you didn't recognize me when I needed you or when I wanted you around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's rejection. I was rejected by everyone I knew in the fucking South.
Yeah.
What? No way.
I think it comes a time where it's not you being bitter. You're protecting yourself this time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't play with my feelings.
Because sometimes the good person finished last.
And I love hard. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's friends, like family, I love hard. Mm-hmm. And anyone who knows me knows that. So to feel the rejection come from everyone was just like, oh man. It was really, that was what I was talking about in a separate podcast, the in bed, depressed. It wasn't the separation from the relationship. It was everyone. It was like the separation from everything I knew.
Your whole life. And I think it's always the person that loves the hardest. When something happens in their life, the people that love the hardest, I have no idea why that is. And that's a horrible thing. Why are they rejected first? They've given their all, and here they are needing just a little. And where are their people? The people that they loved on, the people that they helped pick up, the people that they were like sleepless at night trying to take care of other people, think about other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just because that's what it was for me. Like that's what it was for me. It was like I never was a mean person initially, but then what's the part that gets highlighted? How you react.
Yeah.
And we just got to learn I react better now because I'm ghost. Everybody got to know that about me. Like I won't give you that anymore. I won't because it's about it's about how you react.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you put in so much work to yourself and you've healed, you can't even allow yourself to be in that space. That's not even an option. It's not an option after putting in all the work that you put in for yourself.
Yep.
You can't go back around those certain situations and those certain people. Because it's going to rewind all the work you just did.
Mm-hmm.
You already know those situations and those people make you vulnerable.
Yeah. That and what do they say when people show you who they are the first time? Believe them.
Yeah.
You better believe them. You'll be a fool not to.
Absolutely. That's crazy. This conversation, we've talked about rejection from so many different angles. And when we said, like, this is a good topic, I never thought that it would come from so many angles.
Because I immediately thought about the childhood angle and the aspect, because I see that often, and I see what happens when children are. I feel like the terrible twos it happens only because of that, that praise that they were looking for, because they got that when they were younger, and it's just kind of something you adapt to do. But then you think about, as women, and even men, but specifically women, because we are women, how we are rejected if we come off too strong. And a straight man's opinion, that too strong is you working and you having your own, just like a man should. But just because I'm this strong does not mean that I can't be like a good woman to you. Like, that doesn't equate. Those are not the same thing.
Yeah.
And even to smaller things like fitting in as a friend, or trying to find a boyfriend, or trying to find a group of friends at work, or trying to find a good job. Rejection is just literally all around you. So teaching how to accept rejection needs to happen a lot more. It needs to be a more talked about.
Okay, so with that being said, then drop a gem. Give somebody a recipe on how to deal with rejection.
That's a good one. Okay, well, understanding that rejection is inevitable. It's going to happen. That has to be the number one thing you do. Know that you will fail. You will be turned away from something, from a lot of things. But that is okay. That's the first step of the process, being rejected. I feel like after that, you should be able to navigate. If you know going into something, even if you're wholeheartedly confident in it, that it can go another way, then you already plan for step 2. If I am rejected, or when I am rejected, I know that I'm going to try again. I'm going to try harder. I will listen for my criticism, and I will make my plans accordingly.
Yeah, that's good. And some of the greatest people are rejected, right? They're rejected first sometimes. Yeah. Honey, at this point, reject me. Let me go on to the next anyway. Somebody that's going to understand me and really put their all into me, how much I believe into myself.
Exactly.
Y'all, because in the great words of Aaliyah, if at first you don't succeed,
hey,
dust yourself off
and try again. And try again. Yes.
Period, y'all. This was a good conversation.
Always.
Y'all, so if you haven't checked out our videos, you need to rewind a few episodes, y'all. Romanesque is on scene, fully active, checking in, affiliate in the building.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure, Rain Check. Y'all be checking out.
All right, y'all.